Hello everyone, welcome to Anime No Me, and thank you for joining us for another One Piece video. Recently in the One Piece story, we saw that Garp has been captured by Teach's crew, and he's been frozen and most likely isn't able to do anything about his situation. And he could even be worse off, and many people in the community have speculated that Garp has actually lost his life. Now meanwhile, Luffy is fighting the Navy on a nearby island, having no idea what has happened to his beloved grandfather. So in today's video, we're going to talk about what Luffy might be able to do to save Garp after managing to recover from the great events that are currently going on Egghead Island, and also what alliances Luffy might be able to make to help him during this rescue. But before we dive into the video, if you're new to the channel or even if you've watched a bunch of our videos, we'd be absolutely honored if you'd leave us a like and even subscribe and maybe leave us a comment letting us know what you thought of the video. It really helps us out and it keeps motivating us to make more content. And if you'd like to help out the channel in a bigger way, consider sharing this video or another one of your favorites with a friend. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So my friends, the capture of Monkey D. Garp by the Blackbeard Pirates is an event that has shook the entire world of One Piece. Now it all started when Kobe, a promising young sailor, was kidnapped by the pirates led by Marshal D. Teach. Now determined to rescue his protege and friend, Garp did not hesitate to challenge the Blackbeard Pirates' own strength on their own home turf. Garp, of course, is famous for not only his incredible strength but his hockey abilities, so he led a rescue mission to Hachinosu, otherwise known as Beehive or Full of Lead or Pirate Island, and this is where Kobe was currently being held hostage. Now Garp ended up ignoring Vice Admiral Dahl's warnings and disregarded the possible consequences, so Garp set out with determination, accompanied by members of SWORD, a secret Navy unit, as well as courageous Vice Admiral Tashigi. Upon arriving at the island, Garp demonstrated his immeasurable power by using his Conqueror's Haki to create a devastating attack called Galaxy Impact, which literally shattered a large area. Shock and surprise were absolutely evident on the Blackbeard Pirates' face as Garp revealed his unwavering determination to rescue Kobe. However, the situation took a dark turn when Garp was confronted by Kuzan, a former ally and student of Garp's who had now become a member of the Blackbeard Pirates. Kuzan, using his Devil Fruit ice abilities, froze Hibari, who was an ally of Garp's, and refused the Vice Admiral's demands to free Kobe. Now the confrontation between the former friends was intense, with Garp demonstrating his strength by resisting Kuzan's attacks. As the battle raged, the Blackbeard Pirates tried several strategies to defeat Garp, including attempts to burn and stab him. However, Garp showed his cunning by using captured pirates as human shields, and his impeccable combat skill by protecting Kobe from any imminent danger. The situation came to a head when Avalo Pizarro, one of the commanders of the Blackbeard Pirates, attempted to crush Garp's ship and all the escaped sailors and slaves with his enormous hand of rock and earth, through his Devil Fruit ability that allows him to become one with the island. However, Garp's courage was not enough to prevent his eventual capture. Despite fighting valiantly, Garp was pierced through the chest by Kuzan's ice, which left him vulnerable. And in a final act of defiance, Garp smiled and delivered a powerful message through his Den Mushi, reminding everyone that they were the future of the Marines, even in the face of imminent defeat. And so, Monkey D. Garp, the hero of the Navy, was captured by the Blackbeard Pirates, and he's now become a very valuable bargaining chip in the hands of Blackbeard, whose dominance over the seas has seemed to grow even more with this impressive achievement. With the news that Garp has been defeated and now under Teach's control, Luffy might choose to do everything he can to save his grandfather, on top of just wanting to stop Teach's plans, because he does have some unfinished business with Blackbeard. And at this crucial moment, Luffy will need to find powerful allies to increase his chances of success. Luffy might go as far as to seek out and expand his own crew, recruiting skilled and determined individuals who share his vision and desire to defeat Blackbeard. He could look for allies on distant islands or even among groups of revolutionaries who have shared this goal of defeating corrupt powers in the New World. This expansion of the crew would not only bring new skills, strategies, and perspective, but it would further enrich the strength and determination of the Straw Hats as a whole. Now, Luffy already has an alliance with several other pirate crews that have joined Luffy's cause after the events of Dressrosa. This group is currently under the leadership of Cavendish, Bartolomeo, and others, and they could choose to join forces to help Luffy rescue Garp as well. Aside from the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, Luffy also has already established friendships with some of the former warlords, such as Law, who definitely wants revenge on Teach for defeating and capturing some of his pirates, as well as Boa Hancock, who apparently is going to meet Luffy to help him face Teach. Hancock and the rest of the Kuja pirates would be absolutely willing to participate in this battle, since they were also the targets of Teach, and she also also has a special affection for Luffy that would further strengthen this union against the Blackbeard pirates. One other possible alliance, which is not outside the realm of possibility, would be the Charlotte family, because Blackbeard's pirates invaded Totoland after the Straw Hats left and captured Pudding, and this provides a compelling reason for these two crews to unite, at least temporarily, against this common enemy. And there's also a mutual respect between Luffy and Katakuri, who is now the de facto leader of the Charlotte family since Big Mom's demise on Wano, and this would increase the chances of successful cooperation even further. But before carrying out any rescue mission, they would need to dedicate time and effort to acquire crucial information about the enemy crew as well as the pirates that make it up. And this strategy has already been used previously against the Don Quixote family as well as Kaido, proving vital to the success of both of these missions. Furthermore, Luffy might even choose to seek guidance from other important figures who have the same goals of stopping Teach, or even just to save Garp, such as some of the leaders of the revolutionaries, or even the Sword Marines, who also might be looking for ways to go and save Garp. Through unity, some in-depth knowledge of the enemy, and a little bit of development of skills and the exploration of strategic alliances, these would form the pillars of Luffy and his crew's preparation for the decisive confrontation against the Blackbeard pirates. With this combined determination, meticulous preparation, and a well-crafted strategy, all of these factors would stack the odds in the Straw Hats' favor in their quest to rescue Garp and also defeat the threat posed by Blackbeard. One important factor to consider would be based on the detailed information about their Blackbeard pirates. Luffy and his friends might decide to focus their training on facing Blackbeard's commanders, because each of them possesses a very unique and powerful Devil Fruit ability. Now, just to be clear, we are not proposing yet another time skip, which has been discussed by other folks in the One Piece community, but we do have to acknowledge the fact that there may be a need for some kind of intense training or at least improvement of their skills, because Luffy and his crew and everyone else involved are going to face serious challenges when rescuing Garp. So it's going to take some meticulous preparation combined with perhaps some individual growth and performance of the characters in order to take down these formidable forces of the Blackbeard pirates that are currently keeping Garp hostage. However, even with the most meticulous preparation, the journey to rescue Garp would inevitably be full of unforeseen events and obstacles, and these perhaps might even test the Straw Hats' determination and power in ways that they had never imagined. Despite anything that might come their way, we know that Luffy would end up leading his friends in a decisive action to rescue Garp. And with Luffy's unwavering conviction to save his grandfather, as well as a strong determination to settle scores with Blackbeard, this would create a powerful synergy that would propel them to overcome any adversity that came in their way. And thus, with the clever combination of strategic infiltration and determined action, this would be the most successful approach and probably succeed in Garp's rescue. However, we also have to acknowledge the fact that Blackbeard, known for his great greed and guided solely by his own motivations, is going to realize how valuable Garp is, and not that just it's money, but also a very important figure in the Navy and a symbol of hope that would motivate many sailors to go out and actually follow Garp's ideals. He's going to understand that Garp isn't just a mere sailor known worldwide because of his ancient deeds in the past, but Garp is more of an idea now, a living legend that inspires fear and devotion in equal measure, and this makes him very valuable and important to complete whatever ambitions Blackbeard's been holding close to his vest. Knowing this, Blackbeard might instead decide to use Garp as a bargaining chip to conquer Pirate Island and consolidate his control with that strategic territory, finally becoming the owner of that mysterious island that has that great symbolic value that's still unknown to us readers. By keeping Garp under his control, Blackbeard will know that he can undermine the Marines' morale and discourage any attempts at retaliation. But Garp, being such a revered figure in the Navy, will represent not only a physical threat, but a stance against piracy as a whole. It also stands to reason that Blackbeard is not just intending to subjugate Pirate Island, but he's going to do it in a way that echoes his cunning and cruelty across the world. And by making Garp his star prisoner, Blackbeard will send a clear message to all corners of all the four seas that no one, no matter how powerful or revered, is beyond the reach of his greed for power, as well as his ability to take control of them. Using Garp as a trophy and a strategic tool, Blackbeard will aim to set a terrifying precedent for anyone who dares to challenge him, or even resist this new era that he's been slowly trying to build throughout the world through all of these little nefarious acts. And in this way, Pirate Island, which was once a bastion of freedom for pirates, will be under Blackbeard's absolute control. And by using Garp as a bargaining chip to secure that dominance, he's not only going to potentially weaken the Navy, but also signal a new era of brutality and tyranny under his merciless command, casting casting a dark shadow over any future of the seas, as well as the fate of those who dare to defy his authority. So with all that said, my friends, we'd now love to know what you think about it. First off, what do you think Blackbeard's actual long game is? There have been a lot of different speculations in the community that it's somehow an extension of the will of Rocksteady Zebek, or perhaps some kind of other different machination that he came up with a long time ago when he was just a kid not sleeping at all? Or is it something deeper and more historic that Blackbeard's after? Also, what do you think about what we've put forward here? Do you think Luffy will take the time to go after Garp, or will it perhaps be up to others to rescue him because Luffy just has to keep his eyes on the prize and make it to the One Piece before anybody else? Let us know what you think in the comments below. As we wrap up our video for the day, we want to first thank you all so much for watching, especially those of you who've made it here to the very end. Make sure you comment on any themes or ideas that you'd like to see in future videos. And also, since you made it this far, give us a like and hit that subscribe button before you head out to take on the rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you all in our next video, and let's keep sailing this giant sea together. Take care.